This morning, I dropped a pill on the floor. It rolled under the cabinet. I got down on my knees to get it. Couldn't get back up. I had to crawl to the couch and pull myself up using the armrest. Took me 10 minutes. I'm 79 years old, and I can tell you the exact price of ignoring your body. It's not dramatic. It's that simple. It's that permanent. Let me tell you how I got here. I was 32 when my knees first started hurting after basketball. Nothing serious, just a dull ache that faded when I sat down. I thought it was normal. I was working 60-hour weeks, had 2 kids, a mortgage. A little knee pain wasn't even on my list, so I ignored it. Your body forgives you when you're young. You can stay up late, eat garbage, skip everything you know you should do, and somehow you still function. You think that's permanent. You think you've beaten the system. I kept working, kept eating fast food on lunch breaks, big dinners because I'd earned it, a few beers watching the game. I wasn't thinking about my body as something that needed maintenance. It was just there, like a car you never change the oil in because it still runs. By 40, I was carrying an extra 40 pounds. My doctor mentioned it. Blood pressure's a little high. Might want to watch your weight. Cholesterol's creeping up. I nodded. I meant to do something, but meaning to and doing are not the same thing. The consequences don't arrive all at once. That's the trick. You don't wake up one day unable to walk. You don't suddenly have diabetes. It's gradual. So gradual, you don't notice you're becoming someone else. At 45, I stopped playing basketball. My knees couldn't take it anymore. I told myself I was just getting older. What I didn't tell myself was that I was 50 pounds overweight and hadn't exercised in years. I blamed age for what was really neglect. The weight kept coming, 55 pounds extra, 60. I bought bigger pants, made jokes about it. My wife tried to talk to me, gently, but I'd get defensive. I'm fine, I'd say. Except I wasn't fine. I was tired all the time, winded walking upstairs. My back hurt standing too long, but I'd normalized all of it. This is just what 50 feels like, I told myself. At 53, my doctor diagnosed me with type 2 diabetes. He said it like it was expected, like we both knew this was coming. Maybe we did. He gave me medication, told me to change my diet, start exercising. I took the pills, didn't change anything else. Even then, even with a diagnosis, I still thought I had time. I thought diabetes was just something I'd manage with medication. I didn't understand what I was doing to myself. Or maybe I didn't want to understand. The years after blur together. More medications, blood pressure pills, cholesterol medication, pills for my stomach because the other pills upset it. I had a weekly organizer with little compartments. That became normal too. I retired at 65, thought I'd finally have time to get healthy, travel, do all the things I'd put off. My body had different plans. The diabetes had been quietly destroying my nerves for years. My feet started going numb, not all at once, just tingling at first. Then I couldn't feel my toes properly. Then my feet. Neuropathy, the doctor called it, common with long-term diabetes. I developed an ulcer on my foot. Didn't notice it for weeks because I couldn't feel it. By the time I saw it, it was infected. 2 weeks in the hospital. They saved my foot. Barely. The doctor said I was lucky. Some people lose limbs. That's when it started to become real. But even then, even scared, I didn't change everything. I tried to eat better, but I didn't exercise. I told myself I couldn't because of my feet, my knees, my back. There was always a reason. Every year I waited, I locked in consequences I'd live with forever. At 70, I had my first heart attack. Not massive. They called it a warning. Put in a stent, more medications. Cardiac rehab that I attended for 3 weeks, then stopped. I wish I could tell you why I didn't change. I wish I understood it myself. Stubbornness, maybe. Fear that it was already too late. 50 years of habits I couldn't break. Probably all of those things. My wife died 4 years ago. Cancer. She fought hard, did everything the doctors said. I watched her fight for her life. And I still didn't fight for mine. I live alone now. My daughter checks on me twice a week, brings groceries. I can't drive anymore. My vision's failing from the diabetes. Can't feel my feet well enough to walk safely without a cane. Need help with things I used to do without thinking. That pill on the floor this morning. The whole time I was crawling to the couch, all I could think about was when I was 32, when my knees just hurt. A little, when I could have done something. Your body keeps score. It doesn't forget the years you neglected it just because you finally decided to pay attention. Some damage doesn't heal. Some choices can't be undone. I'm not saying this to make you feel sorry for me. I made my choices. I lived my life the way I wanted, and these are the consequences. I accept that. But you're not me yet. You're wherever you are right now, with your body still working for you. Even if you're taking it for granted, even if you think you have time, you don't have as much time as you think. I spent 50 years telling myself I'd start tomorrow. Now all I have are yesterdays I can't change and a body that won't let me forget them. You already know what you should do. Everyone knows. Knowing isn't the problem. The problem is believing it won't happen to you. Believing you're different. Believing you have time. I believed all of that too. I'm 79 years old and I can't pick up a pill off the floor by myself anymore. The worst part isn't the struggle. It's knowing that 32-year-old version of me could have prevented all of this. He just didn't think he needed to. I wonder sometimes what my life would have been like if I'd listened to that first warning, if I'd taken care of my knees, lost the weight, changed my habits when it still would have made a difference. I wonder what I could have done with my retirement if I'd been healthy, where I could have gone, what I could have seen. Instead, I sit here and wonder. And that wondering is louder than any advice anyone ever gave me.